How are you doing? How's everything? Welcome back. Fantasy Football 2015, right around the corner. And I'm ready. I hope everyone else is ready because my co-commish just left. We just opened the doors from the closed door meeting and we came down with it. We came down with a nice CBA that I think you guys are going to like. First off, I want to take this opportunity to welcome our new members. Welcome Laz. Welcome Dom. Welcome Squirrel. Welcome V-Man. You guys are going to have a good time. Everyone's friends. We're going to have a good time. We decided to not have lock picks this year. I'm sorry, guys, if you had studs. I had a couple studs, but it makes sense not to do lock picks. But there still is going to be lock picks next year, meaning you want to lock a guy, you can lock a guy, be my guest. But you're going to lose the draft round. You're going to lose your draft pick for that round you locked him in. So if you draft a guy in the first round this year and you want to lock him for next year, you lose a first round draft pick. If you draft a guy in the sixth round this year and you want to lock him for next year, you're going to lose a sixth round pick. Okay? But in order to deter people from drafting the guy in the 15th round and then keep him a lock for 15th round, it's going to go from whatever round you drafted him in, you're going to lose the pick, but the year after that, it's going to be an automatic first round pick. So I think that's gonna be a little fun. It's gonna add a little bit of flexibility to people. They might not lock the stud. They might lock, hey, this new guy, up and coming, nice rookie. So it's the only thing I could think to do. I mean, I still want to do locks. I want to keep it interesting for people who are not in the playoff hunt. At least it could be a little interesting. You could have a lock pick that you could watch a lot, or you can make a trade for. If you make a trade with someone and they drafted them in the sixth round, then you lose the sixth round pick from them. So it's very simple. It makes sense in the long run. We just wanted to keep the locks. It makes it fun just to know that you have that one stud and you get to keep him for next year. So there's still going to be locks, Goro, you prick you. Also, we're doing a 17 playoff. ESPN is terrible with their playoff system. We couldn't do 10 teams because then it would have went to week 17. We couldn't do 8 teams because it would have been no buys for any team. We couldn't do 6 teams because it wasn't enough, I feel like. So we did 7. We did the halfway cutoff, 50% in, 50% out. One team gets a bye. 6 teams play in the first round. Those 6 teams become 3. You add the bye, that becomes 4, and then you get the final 4 and the final 2. So 1,600 is going to go to the champ. 500 is going to go for second place of the championship. 200 is going to go for third place. There's a consolation game in week 16. Whoever wins that game out of third place and fourth place wins the 200, and then $500 is going to go for the regular season champ. Me and Pete are also switching up the rosters. So we're not doing the 2 running back, 3 wide receivers anymore because there's too many teams and you have to add flexibility with 14 teams. So we're doing 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 offensive player spot, which includes a running back, a wide receiver, a tight end, and a quarterback. So some teams are going to have 2 quarterbacks. We'll see. We'll see if that's a good choice. I don't know. Me and Pete were discussing. We don't think it's a good choice. And then we're also going to have another traditional flex spot, being running back, wide receiver, tight end, flex. And I don't know if I said tight end, but whatever. You're also going to have a kicker. You're also going to have a defensive special teams, actual team. And then we're adding a defensive player spot. And we're fucking kicking off that head coach because fuck the head coach. I don't give a shit if I have Bill Belichick or Tom Coughlin. Fuck them. I want J.J. Watt and I want Levante David tackling guys and scoring touchdowns. That's what I want. I don't want fucking head coach wins. I don't care. This is football. I want to see touchdowns. I want to see titties. Fuck. Okay? So, me and Pete basically just changed the rosters. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I think it's going to add flexibility. I want to see what teams do. Some teams are going to have 2 quarterbacks, but we're also adding limits with that. So, roster limits. So, you can only have 2 quarterbacks on your team. This is to deter people. I'm not going to name names, Booch, but this is going to deter Booch from drafting 4 quarterbacks and then trading 2 of his quarterbacks or 3 of his quarterbacks to get studs. So, 2 quarterback limit. You got to remember that. That offensive player spot, I like it. gives everyone flexibility. If you want to start two quarterbacks, draft two quarterbacks. Be my guest, but then you're not going to have a good running back or you're not going to have a good wide receiver. So be my guest. Do what you guys got to do. I bid you adieu. Me and Pete, we're trying to go back to back like Drake. You know what I'm saying? Back to buck, nigga. But I'll see you guys later. I bid you adieu. I'm gonna go take a shower, clean off. I got this whole Lord and Taylor stench on me. So talk to you guys later. We'll talk about the draft date. We don't know when it's gonna be because no one could link up, of course. So it's probably gonna have to be a night draft. I'm gonna say a 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock draft. That's gonna be our best option, and it's gonna last 3 hours. So that's going to be our best call because it's very hard with everyone's schedule. Everyone's freaking going on vacation. Billy, Taz, I don't know. So we'll see, guys. We'll talk about it in the chat all this stuff. It's going to be the snake draft, 1 to 14, 14 to 1, basic. So talk to you later, guys. Hope to be hearing from you soon. Send your email so I can invite you to the league. The points are going to stay the same too. I like all the points with the bonuses for the long touchdowns and the 300-yard bonus for the quarterbacks, 100-yard for the running back, 100-yard for the wide receiver. That's all staying the same. All the points are staying the same. So only thing really changing OP spot, no locks, 17 spot, whatever, guys. Talk to you later. Have a good night.